Have you ever heard of a place so haunted, even the bravest of souls hesitate before daring to step foot within its walls? Welcome to the realm of the supernatural, where we delve into the history of one such place. Imagine a derelict Victorian mansion, standing tall yet forsaken, its once majestic features now a testament to decay and desolation. This is no ordinary house, but a place steeped in a dark history, shrouded in unsolved mysteries and eerie occurrences that chill the bone. Over the years, this mansion has witnessed the passage of time in silence, its empty halls echoing with stories of spectral sightings and unexplained phenomena. Stories speak of a lady dressed in white, wandering aimlessly through the corridors, her face obscured by a veil of sorrow. Some have heard the disembodied laughter of children, their innocent mirth echoing in the stillness of the night, a stark contrast to the gloom that pervades the mansion. Then there are the inexplicable sounds, the soft whisperings that float through the mansion, growing louder as night falls. Some have reported hearing the eerie strains of a piano, its melody wafting through the mansion's deserted rooms, a ghostly serenade that belies the silence. But it's not just the audible that's hair-raising. Objects have been known to move of their own accord, defying the laws of physics, as if manipulated by unseen hands. Doors slam shut with a force that rattles the nerves, the chill of the unknown making the heart beat faster. This is a place where the line between the living and the dead is blurred, where shadows come alive, and the unseen is felt with an intensity that sends shivers down the spine. Tonight, a group of fearless investigators have decided to explore this ghostly abode, and they have a plan, a seance. They seek to pierce the veil of the unknown, to communicate with the spirits that are believed to inhabit this mansion. What will they encounter? Only time will tell. As we plunge into this terrifying adventure, remember sometimes the most frightening stories are those that lurk in the shadows of reality. Meet the brave souls who dare to delve into the unknown. Our fearless team of investigators, each a seasoned veteran in the realm of the paranormal, embarks on a journey that will challenge their knowledge, their courage, and their very understanding of reality. First, there's Jack, a former skeptic turned believer after a chilling encounter with the other side. His scientific mind and analytical approach make him the team's backbone. Then there's Clara, a medium with an uncanny ability to sense spirits. Her intuitive insights guide the team through the darkest corners of the supernatural world. Lastly, we have Ethan, the tech whiz, whose innovative devices capture evidence that often eludes the naked eye. These daring explorers are driven by a shared purpose, uncovering the truth that lies beyond our mortal realm. Tonight they aim to pierce the veil separating our world from the next, inviting spirits to communicate through a seance. Armed with their tools and courage, they step into the mansion unaware of the chilling night that awaits them. As the clock strikes midnight, the seance begins, and with it, an open invitation to the spirits dwelling within these walls. In the hush of the hour, the group of paranormal investigators gather around a circular table. At its center, a single candle flickers, casting long, dancing shadows against the aged wallpaper. Their hands lightly touch, forming a chain of human connection in a room that feels anything but human. The lead investigator, a seasoned veteran in the field, begins to speak. His voice is low, almost a whisper, yet it cuts through the silence like a knife. He invites the spirits to communicate, to make their presence known. Each word seems to hang in the air, a palpable tension building as they wait for a response. Suddenly, a chill sweeps through the room. It's as if the very air is being sucked out, replaced with a cold that seeps into their bones. They exchange glances, each person feeling the change. It's the first sign, a subtle shift in the environment that suggests they are not alone. Electricity fills the air, causing the hair on their arms to stand on end. The candle's flame, once steady, now flickers erratically, as if disturbed by some unseen force. The room plunges into darkness for a fraction of a second before the flame returns, a beacon of light in the encroaching darkness. The investigators hold their breaths. The only sound now is the low hum of the house settling. The lead investigator continues his incantations, his voice steady despite the eerie events unfolding. He asks for a sign, a confirmation of the presence they all feel swirling around them. And then, it happens. A sudden drop in temperature, a cold so intense it feels like ice. The flickering of lights, the sense of unease growing stronger. The room grows colder, the atmosphere heavier. They recognize these signs. They've seen them before, but each time feels like the first. It's a silent confirmation of their deepest fears and wildest hopes. As the room grows colder, the investigators realize they are no longer alone. The veil between our world and the next thins, and the spirits begin to respond. The once silent room fills with an eerie hum, an electric charge that seems to penetrate the very air. Our investigators, their eyes wide with a mix of fear and fascination, are now engaged in a spirit box session. This high-tech tool, a device that scans radio frequencies at a rapid rate, is designed to allow the spirits to manipulate the white noise and create words to communicate with the living. As the static crackles and pops, the investigators begin to hear responses to their questions. A chill runs down their spines as the machine sputters out words, each one more chilling than the last. "Who are you?" one investigator asks, his voice shaking slightly. The spirit box responds with a low, guttural whisper. "Bound." The room grows colder, the atmosphere denser. They press on, driven by a morbid curiosity and a desire to understand these spectral messages. "Are you in pain?" Another investigator questions, her voice barely above a whisper. The spirit box whirs and clicks before uttering a single heart-wrenching word: "Forever." The investigators exchange glances, their faces pale in the dim light. Each response from the spirit box seems to pull them deeper into the mystery, their minds racing to comprehend the implications. They are communicating with the deceased, with entities that dwell in a realm far removed from our own. And yet the connection is there, tangible and terrifying. As the session continues, the investigators' questions become more probing, more personal. They ask about the spirits' past lives, their deaths, their regrets. The responses grow darker, the voices harsher. It's as if the spirits grow weary of their intrusion, their patience wearing thin. The investigators, however, are oblivious to the growing tension. They continue their questioning, their fascination overriding their fear. And so they push on, their every question, every word, drawing them deeper into the spectral world. They are treading on ethereal ground, their actions stirring the spirits into a growing storm of discontent. While they seek answers, they unknowingly push the spirits towards anger. What began as an experiment spirals into a night of terror. The air thickens with an unseen dread, a spectral shroud that sends chills down the bravest of spines. The once benign seance takes a terrifying turn as the investigators find themselves in the grip of forces far beyond their control. Suddenly they are not alone. The room trembles as unseen hands rattle the furniture, the air punctured by the cacophonous clatter of objects flung by an invisible force. The once steady flame of the solitary candle flickers violently, casting monstrous shadows that dance eerily on the crumbling ancient walls. Their breaths hitch as a cold, malicious wind sweeps through the room, extinguishing the candle's flame. They are left in darkness, a darkness so deep it seems to swallow their very souls. The room is silent save for the palpable pounding of their hearts echoing in their ears. Then they hear it, a low, guttural growl that sends a wave of cold terror washing over them. The sound seems to come from everywhere and nowhere, a chilling reminder of the malevolent presence they've awakened. The investigators, once confident in their control over the supernatural, are now gripped by a fear they've never known. They scramble to end the seance, their trembling hands fumbling to extinguish the circle of power. But their efforts are in vain, for the spirits have no intention of leaving. Their pleas for peace are drowned by the deafening sound of laughter, a sound so sinister it chills the bone. It echoes through the room, a cruel mockery of their fear. The laughter fades, replaced by an oppressive silence that weighs heavy on their hearts. In the darkness they feel it, the icy grip of spectral hands, the cold breath of unseen entities whispering threats into their ears. They are not alone. They are never alone. The spirits they sought to communicate with have turned the tables, making the investigators the subjects of their malevolent amusement. In their quest for communication, they have unleashed something truly sinister. As dawn breaks, the seance ends, but the haunting is far from over. The very air seems to hum with an otherworldly energy, an eerie reminder of the night's spectral encounters. The investigators, once brimming with curiosity, now find themselves shaken to their cores. Their laughter has faded, replaced by a silent understanding of the unseen world they've dared to delve into. The mansion, once a symbol of historical grandeur, now stands as a chilling monument to their paranormal adventure. Each creak of the floorboards, each gust of wind through the broken windows echoes with whispers from the beyond. The residual spiritual energy lingers, casting long, unsettling shadows that seem to dance with the memories of the departed. This harrowing night has marked them, transforming their skepticism into a deep-seated respect for the supernatural. As they leave the mansion, they carry with them a chilling reminder: some doors once opened cannot be easily closed.